Hi there, gorgeous. A very happy Friday to you. Frugal Friday will be back next Friday. This video is completely unplanned. I actually had another video planned for today. If you saw my video on Wednesday, then you know that I was supposed to be reviewing these 4 newer palettes from Wet n Wild. I woke up this morning just feeling kind of ugh, which is what the topic is for this video, is minimal makeup for days when you just feel ugh. I got this runny nose starting and just like fogginess, you know, and I don't feel like putting looks together today, but I didn't want to not make a video. You know, I had to come on and say hi and, you know, So I've been taking my elderberry and made a green juice this morning. This is kale, pineapple, apple, and blueberry. So yeah, hoping that my immune system will kick it in gear. But I wanted to share with you what I do when I want to wear makeup, but I don't really feel like wearing makeup, but I still need to look presentable. Do you get it? You get it, right? You've done that before. I know I had to do it a lot when I worked in corporate America, because I'm sure I've shared this on the channel before. I used to struggle with IBS very, very badly. And I mean, I would get like so physically ill. And you know, those what are they called? Autoimmune diseases that nobody sees. If you've struggled with one of those, then you know what I'm talking about. There are days when you just feel so sick, but you're not outwardly sick. I mean, sometimes you can be, but I mean, it's like more of an internal battle that nobody really sees except you. And there are days when you just feel like complete ugh, and you still have to pull yourself together and look presentable. And I can't even tell you how many times I had to do that when I worked in corporate America. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using is the Hard Candy one, and this is the Lap of Luxury. I am going to take this neutral brown right here, and I think I'm going to use it all over the lid. I'm choosing this palette because it's cool toned. But ever since I started working from home, I really haven't had any issues, and especially when I cut sugar out. That was the biggest thing that I found for me. I think I have an allergy to sugar. I mean, I've done some reading on sugar, and I cannot believe the things that it can actually do. I mean, it feeds cancer. It's responsible for a lot of the problems and the diseases that we face as a society. And we really shouldn't be consuming it at all because it's poison. But I can tell you that personally, I've seen such a change in my digestive system when I'm not eating sugar. And trust me, that's really, really hard because I have the biggest sweet tooth, and cookies are my kryptonite. Just happened the other day. A neighbor came by and dropped off chocolate chip cookies, and I'm like, no, we don't do that here. Oh, who am I kidding? I accepted them, and I had one. But for the most part, I try to limit it as much as I can, and I do see a difference when I eat it compared to when I don't. We just got off on a big old rabbit trail there, but I was simply trying to communicate that just because you're sick and you're putting on makeup doesn't necessarily mean that you have like a cold like I have today. It could just be that you have an issue that you've dealt with your whole life and you still have to work through it. You know, you still have to do things that you don't want to do. And then I will just do my brows fairly quickly. I typically will go with a powder on days when I don't really feel like wearing anything. And I'm using the Amuse eyebrow powder. This is from the Shop Miss A website. I don't know the shade, but it was the lightest shade that they offer. And what I like about it is that it's fast and easy. So I am just applying this with the MAC 263 brush. And that's all it is. It just fills them in. Quick, simple, one and done. Usually when I'm sick or just not really feeling into makeup, or, you know, I feel like I'm off in the face, I don't put anything underneath my eyes because I feel like it draws attention to the fact that I'm not really feeling so hot that day. So I do a lot of emphasis more on the lashes up here and the lids up here. And so I'll apply a mascara real quickly. This is the Revlon Volumizing Waterproof Mascara. I've got that stuffy nose where it's like you can't blow anything out. You know what I mean? Where it's like stuck up in there. It's all in my sinuses, but nothing's coming down. I will still wear lashes when I don't feel all that great. just do. I love them, and they open up my eyes more and detract away from the fact that I'm really not feeling all that great that day, and they do help to open up the eyes a little bit more. So I do wear them, and I take the time to apply them, but the style of lash that I choose is a little bit different. Like on a regular everyday basis, I might go with a really full lash or something really big and fun, but when I'm not really into it, they're more natural looking, very demure. And so this is the style that I'm going with today. This is from my lash line in the style Authentic. Very simplistic pair. And what I like about these is they have a clear band, so you don't have to worry about applying eyeliner or trying to hide the band because it blends right in with everything. So I'll let these lashes dry for a little bit before I blend them in with my own natural lashes, and we'll move on to the skin portion of this. I feel like when you're sick, your skin really struggles, and it's most apparent that you're not feeling all that great in your skin. And so I take a little bit of extra time on those occasions to do a little bit more in terms of moisture and hydration, etc. And it also affects the type of makeup products that I choose to use too, because I want my skin to look healthier than what it may appear to be. So taking the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, try to breathe through my mouth, and I'll apply that all over. And now that my lashes have dried a little bit more, I'll go back and blend them in. Also applying an eye cream. I'm using the Hada Labo one. You can find this at Target. I don't even really apply anything on my face as far as tinted moisturizer, BB cream. I don't really do that on days like this. What I will do is I will take a concealer, and I'm using the No. 7 Lift and Luminate Serum Concealer here, because this is one that's actually made for your face, but you can use it under the eyes. And I do need a little bit of help under my eyes right now because I feel like they're a little swollen. But what I'm going to do is apply it there, and then I'll use it kind of like a tinted moisturizer, but I'll only apply it on the areas where I feel like I need a little bit of coverage, and then I will just blend it all in. And because I have a cold, tip for everybody who gets colds and you still have to put on makeup, I don't apply any makeup down here at all because I'm blowing my nose. It's like, what's the point? But what I will do is I'll apply it right on the tip of my nose and then blend it in really well, because I'm usually not touching the tip of my nose. I'm only touching these areas. Now it's gonna be red here, like it's red there on me right now because I've been blowing my nose today, but I mean, there's really no way around it. But I will tell you, based on personal experience, use cotton handkerchiefs or a cotton towel. Use cloth to blow your nose when you're sick. Take it from somebody who learned the hard way. I would use the tissues, thinking that it was okay to use tissues. This is years and years ago. And I'm fair, so everything shows on me. And I would blow my nose so much that I would get like scabs and, you know, broken skin and all of that. And it would take forever to heal. And I still have little minor scars from episodes like that. But I learned something somewhere that talked about how there's wood fibers in tissues, paper towels, all that. I mean, obviously it's made from trees, right? So you don't want to use things like that because it'll irritate the skin. If you use a cotton t-shirt, towel, anything like that, it won't irritate the skin. And that's been my go-to method for blowing my nose. And I don't have any issues. I don't ever get broken skin. I don't ever have like severe irritation. So if that describes you, then I hope that tip has helped. Because I wish somebody would have told me that years ago before I wrecked my nose that one cold I had. I can't get away with not setting my under eye area, so I am going to use a very, very small amount of powder to do that. I'm taking the Innisfree No Sebum powder today, and with a very small amount, I will lightly tap it under the eyes. What I love about this powder is that it blurs, but it doesn't look drying on the skin. And then to give that appearance of a youthful, healthy glow, which I really don't have right now. So I got fake it till I make it. I'm going to take a cream blush. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Blush Stick in the shade Sexy Flush. And what I love about this one is that it's the perfect pink for me. And it's a really beautiful application. And it lasts all day. And as far as my lips go, el nada. I do nothing for my lips. Lip balm, that's it. What I'm wearing today is the AOA Studio Coconut Lip Mask. You can get this from Shop Miss A's website for like $1. I love this stuff. It's been my go-to favorite recently. I'll apply a little bit more here. It's very hydrating, feels really nice on the lips. And that's pretty much it. That's what I do. And this to me is very presentable. I look like, yeah, she actually slept last night maybe. Yeah, for once. It wasn't kids keeping me up last night, it was my nose. So if you're not feeling well right now, I hope that you feel better soon, and I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. It was a sincere pleasure getting to hang out with you here. I hope I was able to impart some wisdom, because, you know, I don't know. I don't feel all there right now. But anyway, I hope that you have a beautifully blessed weekend ahead. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to watch, and look forward to seeing you again next time.